everyone. I am Dr. Dana Reese. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to dive deep into a crucial topic that is understanding toxic relationships and strategies to avoid them. We're also going to look at what healthy relationships look like, and we're going to compare and contrast. So let's get started. First, what is a toxic relationship? A toxic relationship is marked by behaviors that harm the well-being and happiness of those involved. So this can include emotional, psychological, or physical abuse, manipulation, control, lack of respect, or constant conflict. On the other hand, a healthy relationship thrives on mutual respect, trust, open communication, and shared growth. It involves empathy, collaboration, and a commitment to each other's happiness and well-being. So the difference lies in the patterns of behavior and their impact in a toxic relationship. In a toxic relationship, negative interactions dominate and stunt personal growth, whereas in a healthy relationship, you will see positive interactions that foster growth and respect, also emotional well-being. You'll see contempt in a toxic relationship. You will not see that in a healthy relationship. So here's some signs that indicate a relationship is toxic. Number one, disrespect. In a toxic relationship, you may experience constant disrespect, contempt, or demeaning behavior. This could include consistent interruptions during conversations, dismissive remarks about your feelings, or just a general disregard for your personal space. So this sustained lack of respect can significantly damage your self-esteem and your self-worth. Number two, control and manipulation. A toxic partner may try to control or manipulate your thoughts, actions, or choices. This could manifest in various ways, such as dictating your appearance, who you can be friends with, or your daily activities. It might also include using guilt or manipulation tactics like gaslighting, making you question your own reality. Third, unhealthy communication. A key sign of a toxic relationship is going to be poor communication, shutting down, stonewalling, avoidance. You may face constant criticism, defensiveness, or just a refusal to communicate at all. So instead of respectful, productive conversations, you will see disagreements that may turn into name-calling, which is contempt, blaming, or outright refusal to communicate. So this can make it very difficult to address and resolve issues. Number four, emotional or physical abuse. So any form of emotional, verbal, or physical abuse is wrong, and it's a clear sign of a toxic relationship. Emotional abuse can look like constant belittling, humiliation, or undermining your self-esteem. Physical abuse refers to any form of physical harm, from shoving and slapping to more severe forms of violence. Remember that every form of abuse is unacceptable, and if you find yourself in an abusive situation, I encourage you, get to a safe space and seek help immediately. Also, let's explore how unhealed trauma can influence the quality of relationships that we form in the following ways. So if you have suffered from unhealed trauma, you're going to be carrying emotional baggage into new relationships that can lead to unhealthy patterns and decision making. Past trauma can color our perceptions and reactions, making it difficult to establish healthy and positive connections. Also, low self-esteem. Trauma can cause low self-esteem and low self-worth, which leads to codependency and an increased tolerance for damaging behaviors. So this will make us more vulnerable to toxic relationships. Number 3, inability to recognize red flags. If you've gone through trauma, you're probably not going to be able to recognize red flags in many cases, because without inner healing, people struggle to recognize warning signs, and this can make you more susceptible to manipulation or abuse. Number 4, unhealed trauma creates difficulty with setting boundaries. So this can lead to feelings of resentment and dissatisfaction in relationships, because once you've been traumatized, you don't really know where the healthy boundaries are. Number 5, emotional instability. So unhealed trauma can result in emotional instability, affecting how we handle stress and conflict. This can create challenges in maintaining a stable and supportive relationship. So taking steps to heal from past emotional wounds is going to be critical and crucial if you want to form healthier relationships in the future. And it will allow you to develop necessary boundaries, self-respect, and the ability to recognize and avoid harmful dynamics. So if you are struggling with unresolved past trauma, I encourage you seek coaching, seek professional help or therapy. Reach out to me, because I specialize in inner healing and I can help you. So now let's look at what are the signs of toxicity in prospective partners. So I'm going to share with you some common signs to watch for. Number 1, look for controlling behavior, attempts to control your actions, friendships, or independence, or displays of extreme possessiveness or jealousy is a huge red flag. Number 2, look at whether a man respects your boundaries, or does he disregard your boundaries, opinions, or feelings, or disrespectful behavior. If he keeps pushing after you've set a boundary, that is not a good sign. Number 3, manipulative tactics. Use of manipulative and guilt-inducing tactics to influence your decisions or actions is not a good sign. Number 4, emotional instability. If you see unpredictable mood swings, aggressive outbursts, or displays of extreme emotional highs and lows, slow down, because that is not a good sign. Number 5, gaslighting, which is invalidating your feelings or experiences and making you question your own perceptions of reality, is definitely toxic. Number 6, disrespectful behavior, verbal, emotional, or physical, where they dismiss your feelings or belittle you, is toxic. Number 7, if a man is constantly unavailable, he fails to show up for shared commitments or responsibilities, that is not a good sign. Number 8, lack of accountability. If a man avoids responsibility for their actions or words and wants to blame you or other people for their own issues, run, because that is not going to be a healthy relationship. It's important to recognize these signs and prioritize your emotional well-being. So now let's look at what are the traits of an emotionally healthy and available man in a relationship. An emotionally healthy and available man typically exhibits the following traits. Number 1, he will be honest and open and respectful in communication. He will listen to what you're saying. He will show empathy, and he will express his emotions in a healthy way. Number 2, empathy and support. He will show empathy, understanding, and other support during challenging times. Number 3, he will take accountability. He'll take responsibility for his actions, and he'll seek to address any relational issues or work towards finding solutions. He will collaborate with you. Number 4, consistency. He will maintain consistent behavior and effort if you're in a relationship or committed relationship. He will prioritize efforts to nurture a stable and secure connection. Number 5, He will respect your personal boundaries, and he won't he won't be pushy or try to cross over those boundaries. He'll respect your autonomy. Number 6, emotional regulation. He will demonstrate emotional maturity. He'll handle stress and conflict constructively, and he'll be self-aware with his emotions. Number 7, if you're in a committed relationship, he will be reliable in that commitment. He'll express his genuine feelings. He will participate in shared goals, and he'll be reliable in his actions and words. Number 8, he will be growth-oriented. He will value personal and relationship growth. He'll seek continual self-improvement, and he will encourage mutual development and harmony in the relationship. So now, how do you avoid falling into the trap of toxic relationships? Let's look at a few key things that you need to know. Number 1, you need to know your self-worth. You need to develop your self-esteem. If you understand and value your own worth, and you will recognize that you deserve a healthy, supportive, and respectful relationship. Number 2, be discerning and learn to recognize the red flags. Being aware of common signs of toxic behavior in a partner, such as controlling, gaslighting, or lack of accountability, you can avoid that man and do not get into a relationship with him. Number 3, setting and maintaining boundaries. So establishing clear boundaries and expectations in relationships, being assertive and upholding them, you can avoid a toxic situation. Number 4, seeking support. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends, family, and professionals who can provide guidance and perspective. Number 5, prioritizing self-care. Nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, and engage in activities that promote self-love and personal growth. Number 6, listen to your intuition. Trust your instincts and pay attention to any feelings of discomfort or unease within a relationship. Number 7, seek professional help when needed. So be open to seeking professional help or guidance if you find yourself in a challenging situation. If you're questioning, okay, am I in a toxic relationship? What should I do? You can reach out to me. I will help you. So by implementing these strategies, you can empower yourself to recognize and avoid toxic relationships and to prioritize your emotional and relational well-being. Because I'm going to share, you deserve a relationship that is healthy and respectful. I'm going to share this with you. Many times people, and especially women, they'll get into trouble because they will start dating someone or get involved with a man and they overlook the red flags. You need to pay attention. You need to lean back. You need to be aware. I've shared previous videos about how in the early stages, women, we need to lean back, let the man invest, see what he brings to the table, observe. If you observe any of the red flags that I mentioned and you see a pattern, that is a person that you most likely do not need to get into a relationship with, because once you see the red flags and you see a pattern, that behavior is going to continue. So pay attention, ladies, and you can avoid getting into these types of relationships that are very damaging to your self-esteem and damaging to your person, and also damaging to your growth. So remember, ladies, there's an abundance. You have options. Do not get into a relationship with a toxic man. Pay attention and just move forward. So I'm here for you. I'm praying for you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Share, like, and share this video. And I will talk to you soon. God bless. Bye.